I'm trying to get you the live feed here. Julle tweetjies.
Vrydag sê. Dis Vrydag. Good morning, guys. Good morning and welcome to the morning
Moro.
mix right here on Informante Live. Duitser?
Guten Morgen.
Ja, gut geschlafen.
Yes, very good.
Danke, vielen danke.
Wat is goed geslapen?
Goed geslapen.
Oh, goed geslapen.
Gut geschlafen.
Goed geslapen.
Leer ook soos jy die man sê in huis. Leer hoe die man sê.
Okay.
Gut geschlafen.
Goed geslapen.
Hast du gut geschlafen?
Hast du goed geslapen?
That is the question.
Hast du goed
Geschlafen. Ja.
Het je mooi geslapen?
Goed
Heb je
geslapen.
goed geslapen?
Did you sleep well?
Okay. En dan sê ek wat?
Danke, ich habe gut geschlafen.
Danke, ich habe gut geschlafen.
Ja.
Danke, ich habe.
Nee, ach, keer.
Okay.
Ja, kom ons begin weer. Danke, ich habe gut geschlafen.
Danke, ich habe.
Nee,
Ich habe gut geslapen. Geslapen. Kom ons gaan aan.
Nee. Ons sal mekaar se talle leer hierso. Ja, is reg. But guys, once again, good morning and welcome to the morning mix. And it's such a pleasure to welcome everybody to the stream this morning. Kalfie, asseblief, dis Vrydag, né? As jy ook 'n kop of 'n kroek?
Ek's 'n kroek, ek het middag af.
Okay, nee, ons
Die baas het ons middag af.
Ons het middag af.
Al drie van ons.
Ja, ons al drie.
Yeah.
Ons is hier. Nee, maar jy moet nog 'n blou kop.
Oh, ek is 'n blou kop. Ek kan nie
Ja,
af.
hy
kan
mag
nie
niks
afvat nie.
doen. Hy
Jy
moet vir 'n
sit-
jaar weg.
Ek was die kaptein. Ek het die win
Het stel nie belang nie.
Ons moes ook 'n jaar wag.
Geen.
Maar ek het julle laat gewen.
Verlof
Ek het
kassa.
gemaak dat julle vroeg huis toe moet gaan.
Have you seen his pants? Staan gou op. Wys vir Neville jou broek.
Dis 'n regte namma broek.
Yes.
Check hier, boss.
Ja, dis 'n regte namma.
Jy kan 'n
lappies
No,
dog.
it's good.
Representation.
Lappies. Kaufman, listen. Somebody messed up with my, what you might call it. Where's my news link here?
I've got no idea.
Somebody took it away. It's not here.
Wow.
It's not here.
Shall I find it for you?
I think they restarted or something like yesterday. Coffee restarted the thing.
Let me try and
yesterday.
find it.
Please just find it for me here. While Kaufi finds that for us, maybe you can read us one or two comments quickly.
Ons het 'n comment van Helene Jaap, sy groet ons. Good morning, it's Friday. And Tina Titus is also good morning, my people.
That's it.
Hilda Morgan, my people. En ons het voor Mouton Denje.
Yeah.
Gabes wat sê morning MCC crew.
That's
It
it.
is Friday again. Hy ken wat van hy praat.
It's vrijdag.
It's vrijdag. It's vrijdag.
Kaufi,
We can do this.
the news.
Monte News. Monte News. Firm but fair.
This is Informante Live, and these are our top stories. Livestock farming is a major contributor to Namibia's economic development, provided livestock producers and processors participate along the entire beef value chain. We cannot continue with business as usual. We need to deploy a complete paradigm shift in order to change farm management at the producers level. This was the message of Agricultural Executive Director Percy Masika during an Inception workshop held in Utapi this week. The workshop was part of the European Union-funded livestock support project aimed at improving livestock farming in the northern communal areas. The Namibian government endeavours to do more in delivering efficient, qualitative and also equitable educational services to those living in remote areas, particularly women, girls and other vulnerable groups. This was the message of President Hage Geingob on Wednesday at the 2021 Global Education Meeting in Paris. Although COVID-19 has eroded some of the gains government has made in making education for all a reality, Namibia has continued to invest a high percentage of its national budget on education, making the sector the largest recipient, Geingob said. And finally, answering questions posed by Judge Shafimana Utele, Fishshot accused Otniel Shurifonya admitted that he used 10.3 million Namibia dollars payment made to his company earmarked for a governmental objective program for personal investment projects. Shurifonya's company, Fine Seafood Investments CC, was in 2019 selected by Fishcore and Saga Seafood through a public-private partnership to procure fish feed for aquaculture projects for fish farmers throughout the country. Fine Seafood, a company he co-owns, in turn was provided with a payment of 10.3 million Namibia dollars by Saga Seafood to procure the fish feed. Your Trustco share price today, the 12th of November, is at 2 Namibia dollars per share. Taking a brief look at the financial indicators, the Namibia dollar is trading against the US dollar at 15 Namibia dollars and 10 cents, against the euro at 17 Namibia dollars and 30 cents, and against the British pound at 20 Namibia dollars and 20 cents. This is Informante Live, and these were our top stories. You can find more on our website, which is informante.web.na.
Monte News. Monte News. Firm but fair.
1894 saw a great need for general goods and equipment being brought in from Europe, and thus Vermont Brock was established. Now, 127 years later, we still aim to provide you with an affordable variety of products at easily accessible supermarkets along the coast and in the north of Namibia. Your Vermont, your specials, your supermarkets.
I shall be frequenting Verman,
Okay.
Swakopmund again this weekend.
Ah, great.
I will be leaving for Swakopmund this afternoon. I will be. Well, you know what? I'm so much looking forward to an event that I'm hosting tonight in Walfish Bay.
Right.
I haven't seen the founding father in a very long time.
And he's going to be at the event?
Yes, he's going to be at the event, and he was like, "Oh, I would love to see Passon again. It would be nice." So I'm really looking forward to see him this evening, and yeah, also just in general, just to be at the coast again.
Right.
Really. So ek chip ek tweer.
How do you address the founding father? I mean, he's not the president, so you can't say Mr. President.
I said tate.
Net tate.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You can't just say tate. Sam.
It's tate.
You just said that.
Really?
Tate. Hmm?
That would be a bit difficult for me, to be quite honest.
Nee, kyk.
No, man, we can't do that.
Nee, kom ek verduidelik so 'n Kalfie. And that's been the peril sometimes if you are white in the history of our country.
Yes.
There was always a bad connotation to the word tate,
Right.
because you thought it's a bad word. It's a word you use to look down.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is just the general
That's the
feel.
perception.
For me,
Yeah.
tate was always like friend.
Tate.
Is
The correct translation of tate
right?
is opa.
Oh,
It's opa.
then
You
that's
say to a
never too
person
old
that's
to
older
learn.
than
Yeah.
you, basically.
So you don't call somebody younger than you tate.
No.
Oh,
No.
okay.
No. You always call an older
Elderly
person
person, yeah.
tate.
So it's because I know the Omakaindo was Oma.
Or Mukaindo is a vrou.
Omukaindo.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright.
So in Xhosa or Zulu, because these are Bantu
They
languages.
say gugu.
Yeah. No, in Xhosa or Zulu you say utate. Utate.
The grandma is a gugu.
Kuku.
Gugu. Yeah.
Kuku. So in South Africa they say utat, like, or they used to call Mandela utata Mandela. So it also means opa.
But
Here we say tate.
Tate.
like Zulu, Xhosa, and our language, Damara is like probably like just almost the same. Like basically, if you want to say the road,
Yeah.
we Damara say daub, and they say udaub.
Okay.
Even if you pee, they just put in the u. So we say kam, they say ukam.
Aha.
So it's like
So they just put ooh in front of everything.
it's basically
no,
it's
it's
just golf, man. No, but seriously, it's like you guys and Afrikaans. Like it's just you guys. You guys just speak probably a little bit faster than the Netherlands, like, than the Dutch people.
Because they don't speak Afrikaans, they speak Dutch.
Yeah, but
Netherlands.
it's basically almost the same. But I could understand
no.
a few words, like even if you say like slappen.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like slappen Afrikaans.
Well, Afrikaans is Afrikaans, but that's just the Nederlandse taal.
Maar hulle praat dit vinnig.
Je schiet een sprongbok met geweren.
Yes.
Ja.
De grote
je het
schoten
geweet
Grote schoten geschieten. Ja. Als vooral is van een kat praat van die poes, die grootharige poes.
Ja.
Ja. Because that's Dutch.
It's it.
Look,
Yeah.
even if you take Japanese and put it together with Damara, it just sounds the same.
Japanese.
Acha mabare. Netso tshwatshe go ke go twa dit.
This is going to be Tamara so
It's
kwaad.
just like we do the same things.
Okay.
I said chung chung chi. It's just the same.
Hey, for sec, man. We are busy here with serious things here.
It's serious.
Yeah.
Serious stuff.
Coffee.
Okay, the coronavirus cases.
Please, thank you.
Okay, so we've got 129,027 registered cases, 125,287 have been recovered. We are sitting for days now with the same number of deaths, a total number of 3,565. Here comes the good news for the weekend to everybody. Active cases 175.
175.
And I can hardly wait for the day where we're going to fall under 100. That's going to be fantastic. So active cases 175, daily new cases 0, and deaths also 0.
Oh,
Good news for all Namibians. Well done.
Coffee. We are just trying to quickly fix the comments on the stream. Mitch is just quickly sorting that out for us because it's definitely impossible. We can't have a show without reading comments.
Yes.
So we just try to upload the comments so that we can start reading the comments. Kalfi, the coronavirus cases, like you say, once again,
They're looking
it's
very
so
good,
good.
Neville.
It looks very, very,
Yeah.
very good. It is so good that Kalfi is performing every other night.
Yes.
That is how good things are in
Well, I'll
this
be-
country at the moment.
I'll be performing at the DTS Sports Club tomorrow
We need to
because
put
it's
this
60 years old.
because we need to put this country in lockdown again. Kalfi goed by die huis bly.
Ja.
Ja.
Nee, man. Well, I won't
Dis die-
survive a third.
Jerr.
Nee, dankie tog. Ek het nog genoeg aan.
I
My-
don't think anyone of us will survive the
Yes.
third wave again.
My better half has returned back to work today after 2.5 years.
Zelly
Zelly is at her
returned back
desk.
to work.
Yes.
Arme vrou.
Yeah.
Oh. And did you speak to her today? So how does she, did she look forward now to go back to work today?
Well, Neville, this has been coming for, I must say, for about 3 weeks now. Because without me asking her, she brings this up. That sy moet nou terug gaan werk toe. She's got to go back to work and so I could clearly feel that it affected her. Because I think in my mind, I think she would have loved to continue working at home at her own pace.
Yeah,
because
yeah,
she's
yeah.
actually very productive if she works on her own pace.
Nee, ek is useless.
But now she just said she must just change her mind shift and just get into it and get back into the routine, and then everything will be fine.
Yeah, it's. I think for a lot of people, there are a lot of people who, and I spoke to a lady last night who works for one of our. She's our neighbor. It's my German neighbor.
Right.
He's Herr Hoffmann.
Yeah, Hofmann.
Yeah, his wife. She's with one of the local banks. Eberhard Hoffmann.
Yeah.
He works for one of the media houses.
Okay.
And he basically writes, he's a journalist for the German side of the newspaper, for the Zeitung,
Okay.
etc., etc. And he's such a lovely old man. And we've been neighbors now for the last almost 7-8 years. So me and Herr Hoffmann would always, over weekends, he would come over to me and I will tell him hero stories. And then I would go over to him next weekend and he'll tell me German stories. He was telling me a lot of Schutztruppe stories last night.
Right.
And that's the kind of synergy that we have between each other. But then again, just to come back, his wife, she's been home now for the last 2 years. And
Okay.
she says she prefers to stay home and to work home.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Okay, shall we have a quick look at the weather?
yeah.
The weather for today in the interior, fine and hot in the west and southwestern half, elsewhere partly cloudy and hot, with a few to isolated thunder showers in the northeast and also southeast. The coast partly cloudy and mild to warm, so you've got good weather for you going down to the coast, Neville. And then the wind
Whoa,
moderate
whoa,
northwesterly to
Ek
fresh.
luister jou, Koffie.
Yes.
Ek luister.
The coast partly cloudy and mild to warm. So
Ag nee, dit
it's
gaan
going to be nice weather.
Son weer skyn.
Yeah, I think so.
I don't want to be at the coast when the sun is shining.
Do you want it cold and misty? and
Ek
stuff?
hou van hom cold, misty, because I want to, first thing tomorrow morning, after my show this evening, I want to go and do a morning run from my house to tot by die mole en terug. It's a nice
Neville G,
5
daar is
to
daar.
10 kilometer run, ja.
Is jy huis daar?
Nee, ek bly by my
Lani
vrou.
plek.
Ek bly by my vrou daar.
Te Lani plek also.
Everyone looks to say from my house, my vacation house.
You are very
Big
young.
months.
You got your whole life
Life
ahead
to
of you.
build yourself one.
Yeah.
You must
I'm
just
getting
start.
old, Neville.
Nee, maar dis nou is
Asseblief
30.
toch.
Yes, like it.
Yes.
Asseblief.
Ish.
Okay, so it's going to be sunnier, but yeah.
Yeah, well, partly cloudy and mild to warm. So what I read out of this, it's going to be nice weather.
Nice.
Then the maximum temperatures for today in Windhoek 33, in Swakopmund 24 maximum.
Keranie is warm.
I say, Walvis Bay 26.
Ag,
Yeah. So then going to the north of the country, on Dangwa today 35, Oshakati also 35. Going to Katima Mulilu today 34, coming down to Ochivarongo. In Ochivarongo today 33 degrees Celsius. Then in Riobot 34, going to Mariental. Let's have a look at Mariental today 36. and Keetmanshoop 33. And last but not least, in Gobabis, today we've got 36 degrees Celsius.
Dis warm. Kyk, mevrou was nou, she hasn't been to the coast in a long time. And her sister stays in Walfish Bay.
Okay.
So mevrou told me, luister my man, we're going to go to the coast. Okay, you're going to go do your show in Walfish Bay. I'll be going to my sister.
Also in Walfish Bay.
In Walfish Bay. But I'm going to sleep at my sister's house.
Okay.
So you can go back to Swakop if you feel like
Right.
you want to go back. So I will be driving back to Swakopmund. Ek sal maar alleen gaan slaap.
Okay.
Ja, so so ek het tyd.
Do I sense something here
Ek het
that I'm not allowed to say?
Nee, jy
On
kan
it?
sê. Jy kan
Are
sê.
you and your sister-in-law coming along?
Yes.
There are no animosities there.
No.
Okay.
There are no animosity.
Al wat ek wil weet is, viewers, comment, dink julle Neville sal ernstig alleen slap.
Ek-
Soos julle van Neville ken.
Wat met die Mavutus?
Terwyl dat Mavutus is, strong baargoede is.
Swak op Mavutus.
Hoe laat sal jy gaan slap, Neville?
Ja. Die slaap is nie die probleem, die wakker bly. Dis die issue.
Hoe lang sal jy wakker? Tot hoe laat sal jy wakker wees?
Nee, luister hierso.
Ek vra onze viewers, kom.
Wena, ek het iets anders om te discuss hier. Koffie, you know what? The drive between Walfish Bay and Swakopmund,
Yes.
late night.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been having shows, I think, in Swakop and Walfish Bay for the last 20 years. So when I normally drive from from Walfish Bay back to Swakopmund, late at night, I am shit scared. Because that road is very dark. It's a lonely road.
And the sea, the sound, the breeze.
But do you know about that rumor?
That woman,
Oh, the woman.
The woman.
With the white.
Yeah.
the white woman,
Yeah.
Have you seen her?
the ghost.
Jy ken mos die storie.
Dit is waar.
Dit
Have
is
you
waar.
seen her?
No, I don't want to see her.
Let me tell you what happens.
Yeah.
You drive past her, she stands next to the road.
Hallo.
And
And
she's
then you
hitchhiking.
drive past
Coastal people, listen to the story.
her. Yeah.
Okay.
And then you drive past her
Yeah.
and you don't stop and then you carry on driving and the next moment she sits right next to you in the car. So wees maar 'n bietjie versigtig daarso.
I have to tell this in Afrikaans
That's it.
because it does not
Makes sense in
does
English.
not translate
Yes.
in English.
Ja.
So julle wat nie Afrikaans verstaan nie, lap.
Ek sal vir julle explanation.
Yeah, explanation.
I will explanation for them.
Even if you're going to try to explanation it, it will not make any sense.
Okay.
So there's this old Afrikaner boere oompie who spoke to me about this issue of this woman
Ja.
who walks between Walfish Bay and Swakopmund. And he told me, luister Neville, ek kan vir jou een ding sê. Daai vrou wat daar stap op daai pad is 'n wit vrou.
Ja.
Daar's geen manier dat hy 'n meid kan wees nie. Want ek sê vir jou, as dit 'n meid was, het 'n ou Duitser haar lankal opgetel langs die pad.
Nee man. But can clearly see it's Friday.
Wat Koffie?
Koffie?
Ja.
Wat is dit met julle Duitsers in die meide? Wat is dit?
Dit is
Kan jy die boere vertel wat is die lekkerte van tussen Walvis en Swakopry?
Koffie het miskien. Het jy gehoor hoe proud het Koffie gesê en jy ry verby en daar sit
moet
sy
die
net
ding
langs jou die volgende oomblik. Is hoe hulle haar oplei.
maar dit is wat die boere altyd sê, dis ons Duitsers.
Ja.
By all means, ons Duitsers ons slaap met hulle,
Ja.
maar hulle trou met hulle.
Ja.
Die boere en jy hoef net in die telefoonboek te kyk. Gaan na Rehoboth toe, né? Dan kyk jy die vanne in die telefoonboek. Dit is van Wyk en Coetzee en Jansen. Ja.
Hoor vir Mohausie Bolle, want 'n meid se sterre kom agter haar aan. Ja. Ja, ons klaar nie. Meid is lekker. Onze lyne. Koffie, jy beter gaan.
Ek dink ek.
Ja, nee,
Thank you
jy-
everybody. Have a
ja,
wonderful
Nee,
weekend.
jy beter
See you on
gaan.
Monday.
Jy beter gaan.
Baie dankie, Koffie. Want hulle is besig met jou hier.
Let me quickly read some comments. Thank you. Ja, Sylvia, ek moes dit vir Koffie vertel. Roviera says, Neville se game is hoeka af. Daai ou raak 8 uur uit die slap. Engine is kapot. Is alright. Franco Jose, the side chicks in Swakopmund het julle gehoor. Mohausi Boli says, Mitch Malume is toch oud. Hy sal net die young ones se tyd mors met hy sleepers behavior. Is dit toch alright? Otniel is from Ochivarongo. What will the Franco Jose. Otniel is
So
from
there's-
Ochivarongo.
Frank was altijd op een ander level.
What will the weather be there?
will be in Jaco.
Die comments is hierin van Pan. Manti Page het nie live gegaan vandag nie. Okay, maybe that's probably what has happened.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's probably, yeah. Kunin Glover says, father in Zulu is Baba. Yeah, true.
Ubaba.
Or Uyise. Or Yihlo. And grandfather, you appended Umkolo to all the aforementioned. Yeah, Kuni, you are correct. You are
Yeah.
correct. Yeah.
You see, can you Google that stuff?
Yeah.
when we're talking? I know can you Google that stuff.
Yeah. Family meeting at 3 p.m. today. Pendanali, where is this family meeting taking place at 3 today? Please tell me where this is taking place. I surely would love to be there. Okay.
Neville, and before we go forward, guys, the Informander page will be live for the court hearing, the bail hearing, just now. I think they haven't started yet, but they will be live.
Okay.
We have somebody covering the news there.
Okay.
So, Neville, voor wie het ons in studio vandaag?
Yeah, I hope definitely we can have him in studio today.
Can we let them guess?
No.
Oh.
They will not guess correct. Praat jy gou so lank. Praat jy met die mense. I quickly need to send a text here to Kalux.
Oh,
Yeah,
now
which is-
you're already telling them.
Yeah.
So viewers, wat ik zal willen know was, today I want to talk about like being a stepmother or a stepfather. Je kent het vrijdag. Look at this. If you're gonna date, this is what I think, Neville. If you as a person decides to date somebody now, you should already be prepared to be a stepfather or a stepmother. And you know it's not easy. So je kan al meeste van die vrouwmensen het 2 of 3 kinders. Most of the guys will have 1 or 2 kids or 3 kids. Probably 4 baby mamas. So what do you think about that, Neville?
About
Being
children.
a stepfather, you know.
Grrr.
Stepfather.
It is the most, as a black man, it's the most dirty word in my personal view.
What? Neville?
Yeah, because and I'll explain. When me and Mafro met each other, and it's just that you are not privy to this information. When we met years ago, she had a 3-year-old son, and I had a 2-year-old son. Okay, we got together, and today these boys are respectively 24 and 23 years old. They only know each other as brothers.
Yeah.
Okay. The word stiff,
Stief.
is not in our African vocabulary. This word was brought
Now I get
here.
you.
Okay.
Yeah, I get you now.
Yeah. So this word was brought here, and there's such a negative connotation to that word stiff, because you immediately start treating that child different than
Then the
this
ones that you
child.
have, yeah.
Yeah. So I feel immediately offended
Yeah.
when somebody tries to refer to my son.
It's my stepson.
I
It's your
would
stepson.
also Bliksem nou mekaar. Gou.
Yep, because
Yeah.
look at this. This is what happens mostly when we start doing that. That when we start mentioning that, we say words of power.
Yeah.
You immediately make that kid feel resentful.
Yeah.
towards you.
Yeah.
Not just the people.
Yeah.
But if you introduce the kid as this is my step child,
Yeah,
this is
yeah.
my stepson. It's like never is daai jou kind. It's my stiefkind.
Enige ouer wat any parent who refers to his child that you raised as no, I see my kind nie. It's my stepchild. Jou hele
Die hele kalender.
Ja, jou hele kalender. Ja.
Yep, and
That's how I feel about
yeah.
it.
How do you think this makes kids feel, and how can it affect the relationship itself?
Thank you. Thank you.
Because you as a parent should know when you went into this relationship, I think you already knew.
No, of course.
This person is coming with her kid. So if I'm gonna stand in here and say this is my household, and everybody that lives in here is my family, so you should be like, everybody that lives in here is my family. Those are my kids. That's my son, and this is my daughter.
Finish and klaar.
It's finish and klaar. Now, if you as the man stand there and say, it's my stiefkind, and then how do you think your partner will come through?
Daai speel jy op my.
As 'n lelike woord.
As 'n lelike woord. If you out there, and it's just my humble opinion, okay? If you are dating a woman with a child that is not your biological child, and you want to be serious with this woman, and you want to make this woman your
Everything.
everything.
Your moon, your sea.
Yeah. It is best you accept
Everything that comes with.
exactly. The child is not optional. The child is part of the package. Finish and klaar.
And the other guy must know that's your family. And daar is niet zijn stiefkind en jy sê 'n stiefpa. Die eienaar moet ken, I want you out of my family.
Luister nee. I quickly need to read a few comments here. Hierdie mense nee. Hey. You know, dealing with you Namibians nee. You Namibians nee. Julle die man se geld geëet al die jare. Hulle het Otniel se zak geëet.
Bra.
Julle het Otniel se zak geëet al hierdie jare. Now that the guy is in the dock. My broer, jy moet sien hoe word die man weggegooi hierso. So everybody is like, he's not from our town. He's not from our town. No, we can give him to what region? No. Let me just read a few comments here.
Read it. I didn't
Hey.
We're humbly giving Odnila away to Karas region.
Yeah, okay. Estamish says Tashon Vinduk and OTT will only consider if he gets bail. Otherwise, ship him to Angola. Zello stories. It's Monica Lewinsky says, nee, we don't want him. Give him to Okombaye. Franco Jose, audience, where are you guys placing Otniel? He will receive his bail anytime from now. Huh? Tuvoy Alfius says, those from Walfish Bay, please come claim the guy. Heerlijkheid. Monica Lewinsky says, nee, we don't want him. Give him to Ohangwena region. Estomish says, I rebuke that statement. He's a deputy director of OTT Town Council. Taishon says, Tuvoy Alfius, me and Ro from Okanya do not want him. Please give him to Walfish Bay.
It's tough, Neville.
Hilda says, being a stepmother from my side isn't that an issue. I'm gonna treat my husband's kids, which aren't mine, the same way as I'm doing to my very own blood. Ne? Mooi. And so my husband, Stepkids just need enough clarification that I am the stepmother. Therefore, he, she, the child now should accept the whole story. Klaar. Hilda, kyk nee, I see you loosely use the word step.
Step, yeah.
Yeah, kyk, I respect it if that is the way, if you use that terminology, but the word step leaves such a bad connotation, and I think also your state of mind as to how you're going to deal with this child going forward and what you say. I'm your stepmother. If you say that to a child, nee, ek is nie jou regte man nie. Ek is jou stiefma.
My whole thing is, what we don't realize is that whatever word we use, we first picture it. Whatever word you use to somebody, you first have to think about it, and then it comes out. That means you have a picture of what you're saying. So if you're going to tell the kid, you need to know that I will treat you as my own kid.
Yeah.
But you are my stepchild. It doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
Then why treat me as my own kid? Why treat me as your own kid?
Franco Jose says, Vader van Keetmans Mitch should inaugurate Othniel. Narina Eugenie September. As long as that child treats me with the same... Okay. Ek sal maar net
Jy
lees.
is 50. Jy moet explain van, dit lyk vir my, hulle verstaan nie as dit van my kant af kom. I just don't...
Nee.
You can...
Hoor wat, dis wat Narina Eugenie September says. As long as that child treats me... Antwoord toch vir Kaluxi so. Nee? Just go out. Let me quickly read some comments.
Hallo?
As long as that child treats me with the same respect that he, she treats their mother, there will be no problems from my side. Franco Jose says, Christians don't even call the Lord our stepfather who is in heaven. It doesn't make sense. Franco Jose, thank you very much for that statement. Ne? Yeah, because we don't call Jesus or God our stepfather. Yeah, Mohausi Boli says, as long as you as a parent set the requirements from the get-go, your potential partner will align. If they feel they are not ready, then you should not consider building a future with them, irrespective of feelings. You need to upscale self-discipline at that point. J. Mark Dimula Kambonde. Othniel Shudifonia does not sleep in business. Bring him to Katatura or Oshakati, my guy. Okay? Andrew Sharp Nampala, I salute your personal view. You pick me never. Thank you very much. Hilda, point taken. Merci beaucoup, my people. Merci beaucoup. Spel een mens merci beaucoup so ook. Huh? Hilda. Nee, man. Tayshawn Michael says, where are we stepping to and what time are we starting to step? Listen, guys, is the president speaking today? I'm not sure if the president is speaking today. So if you guys talk about 3 o'clock, praat die man vandag. Is the president speaking today?
No, man. Hake is in Paris, isn't it?
Or in Scotland or whatever. Maybe the minister will be speaking. I'm not too sure. So does he know now exactly where we are?
Yeah, he knows exactly where we are.
Okay.
And he's on his way.
Okay.
He's on his way.
Okay, we will be having Kalux in studio in the next few minutes. You know, Kalux is a well-renowned artist in Namibia. He will be on our show today, and we would welcome him on the stream. Just a few more comments here. Narina Eugenie September. No, the president, the health minister. Okay, yeah. So the health minister will be in.
Our guy.
Yeah, our guy. Clean Clover says roles and relationship boundaries should be understood as some come with legal, in some cases, limitations insofar as how one aligns with the child or children. There is a lot to be absorbed by all concerned than just say the ideal. Roviera says, our daughter does not see me as a stepfather. Ah, my broer.
Sien jy, Roviera?
Ja.
Vir die eerste keer agree ons, bro. Ons is braste nou.
She says she has 2 mummies and 2 daddies. Because not at one point did I make her feel otherwise. I came into her life when she was just 2 years old.
Asseblief.
And now she's 13. She is my eldest daughter to me. Row, row, row.
Props.
Jay's a bra.
Jy's 'n bra.
Jokes aside, and this is what we want men to
And especially
talk like.
black men.
Especially black men.
Yeah.
This is how we want men to talk like.
Yeah.
She was 2 when Ro came into her life. She's 13 now. 11 jaar. Nee?
I love that.
Daar is befokka.
I love that.
Daar is befokka. Penda Nali Shiuka says the health minister is talking today. Was it 9? But it's postponed to 3. Hage is busy botching Europeans on climate change. Hey Franco, line J. Ja?
Franco, ons praat niks van Hake tot ons December haal nie.
Ja.
Asseblief.
Yeah, J Mark Timula Kambonde, where is Sunny Boy? Sunny Boy, we got a message late yesterday that he has a family emergency, I think with his father up in the north. And we did plan on interviewing Kalux next week. So as a result, because Sunny Boy could not make it today, Kalux decided and he agreed to step in today. An artist who is of equal value in Namibia. So once he comes in, we will definitely be having a chat with him. Hilda says, should he come with Netira, please? Yeah.
Ai.
Andrew Sharp Nampala says, not the president, but the Minister of Health, of course. Jagan Kaiseb says, I want to categorically state that we from Grootfontein do not, in whatever form or manner, wish to be associated with Othniel's homeless issues. In fact, Grootfontein is, as from today, part of
Devil, ek soek vir jou nog 'n charger.
Grootfontein is part of the Hardap region. This thing is on 10%.
I have to get you a charger quickly, bro.
Jergen, is kak so far. Vosia Alana Greenwood says, I have never received love from my dad and stepmother. Wow, sad, eh? But my mom married good. She gave me a great dad. Thank you so much, Vosia. Shangula Prat. Jurgen Keiseb says, onthou, niet Kalux bly ook in Notjiwarongo. Ons moet vir Kalux kom vra.
Ja, oor Othniel.
Oor Othniel, of die man van Notjiwarongo is. Ons Paulus Ndapewa says, ons kyk maar die trial eers. Gaan julle net so voort asseblief. Is reg. Ja, Shalako. Ja, Shalako. Roviera, Shalako is throwing shades at you here. That's the most mature thing I've ever heard from Ro. Hey. Estomish says, it would be a new situation for me. I have never been in a situation where I am a stepmom or never introduced my kids to anyone I was seeing. Kids get attached fast and it's vital to know things will work before introducing kids. Franco Jose is Kalux the ambassador of Chivarongo? Othniel will know him. Ja, Kalux moet kom, laat hy kom
Maar
praat.
Kalux het 'n straatnaam gekry in Chivarango. Miskien is dit ook Othniel Goede wat dit gesponsor het.
We will find out.
We will find out.
We will find out. Fosia Alana Greenwood says, I gave birth to 4 babies, but am a proud mother of 5. I will move mountains for all the... Fosia, I don't know why your messages are being cut off, because your message cut off at for all the... And I can't, it does not go any further than that. Roviera says, this is the first time I gave you a little of the real me on social media. Now back to the social media row. You know, yeah. Mutatio Carson says, Kalux, Mitch, and Womnef in the studio. Damara Nama Station. Titse, yeah. Did the trial start? Franco Jose. Muhao Siboli says, I am a stepchild too, and because of my experience, I will never let an innocent child suffer the consequences of insecure adults. No child deserves that. Ali Maiden Yoma says, I bet Kalux won't deny Otniel. Hey, jealous, erg jealous. Kalux he's a bit confused as to exactly where our studio is. So there is a little bit of back and forth here between Mitch and to get Kalux into the studio. But guys, yes, it's a Friday. We want to keep it light, and that is why we will be Otneeling and Kaluxing and Mark die Leverseer and Rovieraing for the next 45 minutes. So, but I would love for you guys, as Kalux come in to the studio, to give all your support to him, to make him feel welcome. He's a native of, I believe, Ochivarongo. So, but it would really be nice. It would really be nice to have him in studio, and obviously to share his experience and everything that he has been sharing on stage with all of us as Namibians out there. So he will be in the studio right now. So we're just waiting for him. I will read more comments for you. Franco Jose says, I have a question. Do the mighty Kharas and Harta Bridgen eat even horse mackerel, mas bankers? Ek wonder, ek dink nie so nie. Okay. Jagan Gaiseb says, wie het Kalux se byl betaal? Daai keer want wat hy gemang was. Ai elo. Dit was reeds in Ochivarongo. Hey, julle hoeveel stories. Roviera, daai ou is regtig nie van die plek nie. Like, who doesn't know where that canteen is? Tyson, Michael, ons moet daai ou uitvat. Kalai Bochter, môre. Welcome, welcome, welcome. As you rightfully says, welcome to the show. We will be having Kalux in the studio in a few minutes. So please get your comments going. He's a guy that I think when it comes to his music, I've been such a fan for such a long time. Ali Maiden Yoma says, I won't suspect Otniel at all. Is it suspect or accept? Is that what you're trying to say, Ali Maiden Yoma? That's probably what you are trying to say. Nah? That's probably what you're trying to say. Yeah, it's the trial has been ongoing, guys. I can also just say here, yesterday in court, Judge Shafimana, you tell us, yesterday asked Fisher accused Otniel to explain how he, as a public servant for 10 years, managed to juggle his day job as deputy director, his studies and consultancy work, and whether he got any sleep. Witele also wanted to know when Otniel did all of this and whether he was absent on leave from his employer to fulfill these duties. Otniel said these activities did not require the commitment of a full-time job, and during his working time he made use of students. Wow. Asked whether he slept at all, he replied, no, my lord, you don't sleep in business. Okay? That was an opportunity, and that is how you work. He contracted students and academic researchers to help him cope with his work and duties, he added. What's his name? Otniel told the court that he is aware that the charges he faces are serious, but looking at the evidence presented by the state, it is clear that there is not a strong case against him. He also denied repeatedly that money was laundered with frequent cash withdrawals and transfers to huge sums from his company, Jaco Investments, to bank accounts of his accused and their business entities. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, let's welcome in the studio. And we are back live in studio once again. Ladies and gentlemen, it is such a pleasure. I present to you Kalux,
Mr. Superstar, the superstar. It's it. Ngay doon an. Sere man, sere so jid daal dit so.
Okay, gagu ora bae. Ngairuan an kaluksa.
Akaba man. Never sing jig.
luister, dink Tamara Zuka, hulle sing die beste ook.
Pra, ons het in koor, ons is in kore gebore.
Ons julle in kore gebore.
Ja, terwyl die koor sing, het onze ouers daar giving birth.
Kalux, it is such an honor and a pleasure to welcome you to the Morning Mix.
Yes.
You've been a guy who we have been marveling at in terms of your talent for many years.
Yes.
And you know what? I think the last time that we were together was actually in OTT.
OTT.
Yeah, that was at our friend's wedding. And we had such a good time that was het nog hierdie jaar geweest?
Het was dit jaar.
Het was hierdie jaar geweest. Say, time, time runs so fast. But then again, welcome to the studio, Kalux.
Yeah.
Kalux, maybe we can first and foremost start off. You know what? I was playing my favorite Kalux song.
Yeah.
And that's the first song that basically introduced me to you or you to me. Kalux, can you give all of our viewers a little bit of background about yourself, where you come from, where you grew up, and what got you into music?
Okay. My name is actually like Tuafeni. Tuafeni means like let's be happy. My other name is Zacharias Karunga. But
So Jesa Query. Jesa Query. Nee.
A yellow query Kalux. There's a yellow folle query.
Okay. Sorry, Askis.
Yeah. So I was born in Ocho. Not was, but I'm born in Ocho. I grew up in Ocho. I stayed in 2 locations in Ocho. I stayed in the Hero location as well as Damara location. And then I went to Uha Primary School, which was like a Damara school by then.
Wow.
So I moved to Oshuarango. When I moved to Oshuarango, I went to school at Orwetoveni Primary School, which is like more of like a Herero
Herero
school.
Damara.
Yeah, and then I went to Oshuarango High School. So that's where I actually started. I used to dance, and we were like 3 in the group. My current producer, Carl on the beat, his brother, Clive, and I were like a duo. So later on, as things changed, we actually started getting into music because they were like, "Brad, you can sing, man."
Yeah.
Then was smooth dong because that time Clive used to produce, and then it was like, Brad, then net big can sing.
Yeah.
And Dana, dan begin ons net sing, dan los ons eers die dans goed.
Yeah.
Dat ons net na kan perform. So that's how we started, and then personal stuff. We broke up, like the group, split, and then I made my first song, and then Carlito approached me. He was like, "Bra, I think you have a good talent, and we need to work on that." And then he became my first manager, and yeah, that's how it started. Then I made the song Afifange, and then I got nominated like Best Newcomer, and then I won Best Newcomer, so everything just started.
What was your first song you ever recorded? What was the name?
Telemundo.
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 That time there was that Telemundo shanty coming in. So I get Hesla, they started to say, that was actually the first song to actually put me in the newspaper, so I couldn't stop watching that newspaper like the whole day.
Oh, man.
No. So how did that song, can you do a little Telemundo a cappella?
Because how it actually started, I remember there's a friend of mine that had a studio, but it's like a gospel artist. His name is Mr. Peter. So somebody was calling someone at that house, and then the lady was like, Telemundo para kira kike, toch tabeldre.
Yeah,
And then I was like, baby, can I call you? Please, no, I'm watching Telemundo. Because I was thinking about the Telemundo problem with the
Oh,
problem.
True.
never.
I need to say.
Seriously, I don't like going to my mom's house because of Telemundo.
And
Wat
no
big
is
telenovela goede.
No is that erg even
Z
die
World.
is no Z-World. Oh my god, man.
and they slow motion. Ons is 'n hele goed is slow.
Enige ding word geslow-mo daar. Area, please.
Kalux, I need to ask you this question. You have your names that you just gave to us
Yeah.
as Vambunama traditionally. Okay?
Yes.
Now, is it fair to say that, you know what, when it comes to Ochivarongo, and you guys who are making statements here on the stream about Ochivarongo, ons sal vir Kalux nou vra.
Yeah.
Kalux, is it fair to say that people who grow up in Ochivarongo, or Maruru, Grootfontein, Tsumeb, Ocho, maybe to a certain extent,
Yeah.
it is difficult to pinpoint what tribe those specific people are. Because almal praat alle tale in die area. Because you know what? Your whole demeanor, even your whole, how you carry yourself, your mannerism. For me, I always thought you Damara, finish and clear. So you are Vambu?
I actually don't know what I am. That's why I just say I'm a Namibian, because I'm like a mixture. I remember he asked me one day, the first day we met, he was like, "What tribe is you?" I was like, "Bra, I guess I'm Namibian."
but your family lineage, what can you trace? in your family lineage?
Okay, it's like a mixture of all.
Mm?
Let me not say all, but it's like my grandma is like a Himba.
Himba.
From Mapua.
Okay.
And then
I also have Himba blood.
yeah, and then from my mother's side, my mom's dad is a Damara,
Tamara.
and my father's mom is like a Vambu, and his father is like Angolan.
Grrr.
So I'm really not sure exactly of what I am.
Nee,
Kaluk says a yellow
Nee,
donkey salad.
nee.
A yellow donkey salad. It's confusing.
Hilda says, good morning, Kaluks. It's so wonderful to have you today there by the station, but I'm hardly getting you. May you please, raise your voice.
Ja, get the mic now.
Ja,
Okay,
die mic
okay,
is daar.
okay.
Ons wil jou 'n vraag vra.
Yeah.
And the people were asking it on the stream. Do you personally know Othniel Shudifonya? Do you know him?
Like personally,
Do you know the name?
most definitely because he's from Ashwarang and he's trending there on the social media.
Oh, okay. So the question that people are asking, because they were asking that we need to ask you,
Okay.
are you friends or family with this guy? Het julle saam iewers miskien gezula, het julle saam iewers gehassel? Is there something that you need to tell us on the show before you get arrested yourself?
Yeah.
Ah,
Neville,
dus-
zet voor Kalux op die panel, op die witness stand. En vrouw, mooi zoals die judge vrouw.
No, I know him. I ken him like because I ken him. We almost stay like in the same street. Not in the same street,
Okay.
but his shop is there, like in our street. So we always used to buy fish there.
Oh, okay. What?
What
did you
buy?
say?
What did you buy?
Yo!
So while we are here suffering, you guys were eating fish in Ochivarango.
It's everywhere, guys. Fish is
They were
everywhere.
eating fish in Ochivarango. And daar is eens hier in Ochivarango nie. How did the fish came in Ochivarango?
So you guys know each other. You used to go buy fish at
It's a
his
Wengel.
daar by sy winkel.
Nee, ik ken niet of het een Wengel is, maar het is een Wengel.
Nee.
Container.
Aha. So Kalux, maybe you can also just share with us in terms of your projects that you are busy with at this moment.
Ja. Ik hoop die mensen horen me nog na. No?
Yeah, hulle hoor jou nou.
Okay.
Hulle hoor
Yeah,
jou.
I have a lot of projects. I just dropped my new music video, my new song, Tang Ao, which is my second. Tang Ao, yeah. Which is my second single.
What does it mean? People probably want to know.
Tang Ao is actually like in Afrikaans, as I say, it's like Muni Bang VSE.
Oh.
You know, in English, don't fear anything, like don't be scared.
Yeah.
In Damara is obviously Tang Ao. In Osherero, Otira.
Otira.
In Shiwambo. In Otila.
Inotila.
Mm.
You ne.
Neville, ik wil voor ik opstaan.
En Kavango
Mensen gaan
Watira.
naar omdat ik hier zo kan maar op en af.
Yeah. We need to read your comments and we have a little bit of difficulty at the moment, you know, with the devices here and your comments needs to be read. So don't mind Mitch back and forthing here at the moment. Yeah, that's just how busy it is today. That's just how it
It's
is.
really busy today, man.
Yeah. So, yeah, because Eileen Maiden Yoma says, yeah, fish.
Kalux.
I get next gezegd, ja, alsjeblieft.
Rovera says, Amal bly langs Amal in Ochivarongo.
Dat is toch waar.
Is waar,
Yeah.
serious.
Hilma Diputate David says, so you are Vambu. I thought you were Herero. Rovera says, pass up, don't answer that question, Kalux. People get arrested after that show.
Wie was gearresteerd after our
Hier is
show?
'n paar mense wat gearresteer was in hierdie
Oh my
show.
god, man.
J. Mark T. Mula Kambonde says, Kalux, I hope you don't have a fish project.
Ah,
Yeah,
no.
that's what somebody says. Norma Goose says, Chai, Kalux. Ro already said, don't answer. Yeah, so for the past, and how long have you been in the music business, Kalux?
Officially, it's from 2015.
It's a good 6 years
Yeah.
that you've been in the music business now.
Yes.
I think, Mitch, a lot of artist, yourself
Yeah, yeah.
in stand-up comedy, me myself in stand-up comedy, and many artists who have been here in the studio. Kalux talked how COVID affected them
Yeah.
in terms of their art. What is your story? It was tough for us. Now that the regulation has changed a bit, we are breathing a little bit. How has this 18 months treated you?
Yo, for me, I just feel it was actually like a 50-50 thing. I feel 50% was okay, 50% was not fine. Reason why, I think it gave us more time to, as artists, we are always up and down, and too many friends, and cherish and you can. Whereas what you can't even let
Yeah.
So I think it gave us time to just sit down and make ourselves understand who we are. It also gave us time to have conversations with people that really matter in your life, like your family.
Oh man.
Yeah, and also like it gave us time to sit down and just have time for our art, like proper work. Most of the times you come to the studio, you just book for an hour and then you just have to record and go. After you go listen to the song, you're like, oh, I was supposed to add what? So this time, I think it really gave us time to sit down and you record a song and you listen to it more, and then you change and all that. But I'm talking about it because I have like a studio, and that's what I actually
I see.
experienced. The bad part is,
Hey, tell us. Tell
number
us.
one, the rent, they kick you class.
Hey, die rent.
They say, hey, bro, as they die, come 5 dagen voor, of 2 weken voor, die denk lang bij waar kreeg ik nog deze zak. Hoe zal ik maken? So it's really been rough. A lot of people, like most of my friends that I know, that's why they even moved back from Windhoek to the north.
Nee.
And as Biggie Swar. Most of the people moved from their flats back to their mother's houses. And it was by force.
A lot.
Yeah. So it really, even the cost self. Van je calculate no, they say, yeah, ik moet nou net 1 keer in een dag eten. Ik kan niet nou 3 keer in een dag eten. Dan die combo is not die combo wat nou gebalanceerd die goede date is. Ja, so je maar kijk hoe zal je maakt dat je die combo krijgt. So it was really tough. It was really tough. And I hope and I pray that season won't come back again.
It's really been tough, but I remember when we had guys like Tswazi's here in studio, Gaza, the dog, all these guys, and they would always tell me, you know what, you have but no choice but to diversify your brand.
Yeah.
You can't make music at this specific time.
Yeah.
Ek weet soos Tswazi se ouens, they started a little car wash. That's what they've started.
Yeah, they
And
started
that
a
is-
car wash.
And there is, I mean, Tate Buti, when I was speaking to him here in studios, and hey, my basic moet loop.
Yeah.
He's in transport. That's what he's been doing. So, but could you at least find other ways of, because some of us are lucky.
Yeah.
If I can be on stage all day, every day, that's who I am. But I'm lucky that I'm in the fortunate position that I have
A job.
I have a job,
Yeah.
a job here.
Yeah, you have a job.
Yeah, Trusco, and this pays the rent.
Yeah.
Could you delve into any other stuff except for music?
Yeah. I'm actually already in it. Like where I really actually, for me personally, where I really survived was the time of COVID. I released like the Audrey da Creme song, which my friend also did the choir version. So I ended up
Choir
a choir
version.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, so you haven't heard that?
Oh,
Bitch, why are you doing this?
Disgusting.
what do you mean?
I think I'm heavy trend.
Believe
It was trending. Come quick, thumbs, Neville.
it's such a song, ne? And we need to ask you about that song, ne? we really want to know what was your thinking behind that song and what is the message actually behind that song? Ons wil ken, asseblief.
That's one idea.
Ons wil weet. Ons wil weet.
Die viewers wil ook weet.
Ja.
Viewers het julle al gekrim gehad.
Because you know what? We've been playing Krem at least twice or 3 times a week on the stream. And then the jokes would start running on the stream. Hey, het julle gekrim hierdie nag? Het julle gekrim? So please tell us, what was your thinking
Process, yeah.
behind such a very spiritual song? Hello, say. Julle die manier.
Goed gekeerd, man.
Yeah. So please tell us. Ons wil hoor.
Wat die ding soos die verstaan man.
Yeah.
Okay, but let me defend. You see, you always putting Kalux on the witness stand.
Yeah.
So, your lordship, Neville Passon, your lordship, Neville Passon, my client here also gave you a statement saying that Krim, you can also spiritually Krim and naturally also Krim.
Yeah.
Unless somebody has tampered with your nerves, you shall Krim. And it is not my client's fault, and nobody will justify my client's ubudi as some belief. If another Njako investment comes and tampered with your nerves, you shall Krim. And it is not my client's fault. He didn't Krim out of himself. It was tampered with.
It was tempered with.
Yeah, and that's why he crimped.
But some of the lyrics in the song, can you just explain some of the lyrics of the song?
Okay, maar zelfs nergens zijn bij deze. Like elke dag dat was ik net pap en vlees geslaan, maar die dag die vrouw te vlees geslaan en die slijden.
Kalux, ik zou niet meer helpen. Explain what you mean.
Kun je goed karakanga goed.
Hierdie man wil my challenge hier so in the studio.
This is music. Music that will live on for days.
Yeah, so please, Muni menyatsani.
Aye, bra. Okay, wacht, hierdie round jy het gewen.
Muni menyatsani.
Hierdie round jy het gewen.
Ek is 3-time heavyweight champion Kadatura groot winkels.
Ja, die hele saal hulle.
That's gonna die dag aan groot.
Peskopsal.
Gemeenskapsaal. Yeah. That's where I hail from. Kalux. In terms of future projects, what can we expect from you?
I can confidently say I'm dropping my album next year, April. I have 2 singles out, Krem and Tang out. April, I'm gonna drop my album, but it's gonna be like 12-track album.
A 12-track album.
Yeah.
Normally, the platforms that artists are using these days. What are the platforms that artists use? Because do you guys still release CDs? Do people still buy CDs?
No, some people still buy CDs. It depends because they just mostly they just buy like the back cover of the track list.
Yeah.
Because now the new jukeboxes that they're using is just like the back cover, and then the music is in the memory card. Yeah. So
Okay.
Most artists actually shift to selling it on USB.
On USB.
Yeah, they have like they do this USB packages.
USB
Yeah.
packages, whereby the music is just in the USB and then you just buy the USB.
So,
Yeah, but like the platforms I use is like Spotify,
Spotify.
iTunes, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, you know.
Kijk, and say for me, Kalux, your type of music.
Yeah.
Obviously, you know what? I'm at an age where I'm 50.
Yeah.
But your music appeals to my age group.
Yeah.
Ons Rino goed hierso 40, 50.
Yeah.
We love it. That's what we love about your music. Is your style, does it, okay, my drie man is ook baie jong. So he obviously, your music also appeals to him. So do you generally have also a younger audience that you cater for in terms of your style?
I think with my music it's like a mixture for all.
Nee.
Because like you know I always do like high school shows,
Mhm.
primary school
Ah.
shows, and the kids are always just wild singing to the music.
Aha.
You know, so I just feel the music is like for everybody, and I always thank God for that I can put something together that can accommodate everybody at the same time.
Kalux, wat was je eerste payment? Hoeveel was je eerste payment wat je ooit deur muziek gekry het? Like, yo, ek is dit gebetaal. Wat was je eerste payment?
There was a 300 rand. I still remember it was like at Mistin. That time I was still upcoming, man. I was just starting, and then I had like a very love song, man. I think I performed it the first time I performed it in Namas. I performed that song. So there was Mistin, and they told me, no, the girls are dying. The auntie, the organizer now. So she had to sweet talk me. No, the girls are dying to see you. Please come and perform at our school. The principal loves you, and it was your previous school. And then I was like, and she was like, I'm even gonna pay you 300. Oh, I was like, oh, as who that work though? Yo, I was really excited, man. Like that was like.
I think I did better than you.
Bruh.
Ne?
Okay, what did you buy with that?
I think
No,
my
I went to print like a T-shirt to perform with.
Nee.
Yeah, I went to print like a Kalux T-shirt just to go perform with that T-shirt.
I swear.
Devil and Jay.
I swear. I think my first gig,
Ah,
in the 90s.
ah.
I think I got 500 rand gekry.
Ek is beter as julle allemaal.
Nee.
I started probably. Look, why I would say my first ever gig that I actually got paid for, because I really performed probably like 80 gigs just for free. Like, just for free. Like, probably 80. The first ever gig that I got paid for is me paying myself.
Yeah.
Was me doing a one-man show at FNCC.
Yeah.
And I got $1,000.
Carnage.
From all the... I got $1,000.
A yellow block.
A yellow box.
Block. Yeah.
Ook, dat is een box geld.
Ja.
Je kan een
Nee.
Ja, maar toen ging FNCC voor mij R1000 van die hele geld af. And they made probably like 15,000 or something from that. And they give me $1,000.
It's okay.
And I was like, oh my god, man. Nou vat ik met Cherry 8. Ze moest gesê, kom met die betaal nie.
Ja.
Hoe vat ik voor ons uit naar Spur toe?
Alweer.
Spur heb
Ik maak die
geëet.
ding nog straight.
Ja.
Hey, toen gebeur iets. Je kan mos, you know the water that you get, ne? With the lemon.
Ja.
My girlfriend drank that water.
Yeah.
It was my first time at Spur, so and it was also our first time, so moet toch niet voor ons nou kom. Belemmer niet.
So get this, guys. Mitch and say Mavutu.
Ja.
Hulle spurs, the water that you need to wash your hands in.
Where there is what?
Never, you tell me you never drank that water.
Nee, nooit nie.
So you already knew what it was for.
No. You know, you first watch what other people
but I
do.
also almost ended up drinking that water.
You see, Never, you see, I told.
Ja. Moet ik die ding nog klaarmaken of hoe maak ik?
Never,
No,
it's
but
just tricky,
but
man.
I'm sure, guys. Reality, I'm sure a lot of people has drink that water.
How many of you in the
Praat
viewers
vir
has
jyself.
drank it?
Yeah.
Never you drank it, but I know.
How many of you guys drank the lemon water
Yeah.
at Spur zipper
Oh,
that
man.
was supposed to be for your hands.
Please be honest.
Please be honest. Die mense lag hier so jong. Hulle sê, "Hey, Kaluk se 300 rand is baie jong."
Yep. But this is what I also wanted to tell Kalux, like the expectations that people put on us as artists, like because they see you performing at a big stage, you're performing at Nama Words, and then you take this girl home and they play in a beta camera and she doesn't understand, like, Kalux. So they play younger there, he recovered, they play in a beta camera. People put us, like, they put
Yeah,
these
but it's-
expectations.
It's
Yeah.
really true. But I think it's maybe just an artistic thing. I think it's maybe just a thing of, when you are a people's person.
Yeah.
I think people have so much that but sometimes what they imagine is what will happen eventually. Somewhere,
Oh,
somehow.
yeah.
So I just feel also it's a blessing to have people thinking that So, but I think it's just a thing of the industry, man. Like,
But that expectation,
Yeah.
because you know what, and I think we as artists or well-known people,
yeah,
we all go through that, because sometimes when people, they put you on a pedestal, they put you and they expect a certain quality of life that you have, a certain behavior that they expect from you,
Oh.
etc., etc. And then if you behave
Somewhat differently.
differently, then they are disappointed. Have you guys also experienced that?
Oh, I've experienced that, like,
Many a times.
many a
me
times
too.
Yeah.
because like they really thought they always ask me, where do you stay, Mitch? And then I say, ek play in Damarafir.
Ah.
And then the girl just suddenly decides she has to go somewhere else. Ek moet klere loop was, my ma sê my nou bel. She starts answering fake calls and stuff. So it's just that, like, even during the corona, people were like, what? So you move back to your mom's house.
yeah.
You can it's just different. They just expect different stuff from us. And even at me, there will like a taxi is gevra. It say, klim jy ook taxi.
Klim jy ook
ek het
taxi?
daar oorgekom.
It say,
Ek het daar oorgekom nou. Nog in my hometown nou is Jorango.
oh,
Sê nou, my kar het eintlik gebreek. Toe het ek nou
Is it your excuse now?
No.
Klare, kom maar.
my car is eintlik the car is in the garage.
Toe het die ander net vir my gesê nou klim jy taxi, wat het gebeur is die kar teruggevat van die Awards of wat.
Ai.
Kaluk's last question. You are one of the most fortunate artists or Namibians, let me say Namibians, who has a street named after him. Where is the street that was named after you?
It's in Ocho.
It's in Ocho.
Yeah.
Ocho is actually your hometown.
I was born in Ocho. Yeah.
You were born in Ocho.
Yeah.
Okay, so it makes sense.
I was
Yeah.
born in Ocho. I just grew up in Ocho Rango.
And how did you... ek het nog nie 'n straatnaam in Katotura nie.
Kyk hoe lank jy's 'n legend.
Ek zoela nog vir 'n straatnaam.
He knows Odniel. Odniel, he knows Odniel.
No, really from Ocho Rango, man.
So how did it come about? And what's your feeling around that?
I just that was actually, it's still the most amazing feeling that
How long ago was that?
that?
How long ago was that the street was named after you?
2 years ago.
2 years ago.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I just got like a mail from the municipality. They're like, no, we have an event and we want to invite you to come, but please come with, if you have maybe your mom and dad still alive, please come with them.
Up man.
Yeah.
So I got that and then I came like, to the stadium. So it was like a whole planned event whereby they had like all the high schools and so I came there, and then just when I came in, the crowd was like crazy, like the kids went like crazy. Until the vice president was like, who's this boy? Why are the kids screaming like this for him? So I actually even became his son there, like, we got to speak with the vice president.
Wow.
Yeah. And then he also got the street on the same day, and also the late Osalat.
I see.
Yeah.
I see Salat.
Yes.
Aha.
Yeah. So
Wow.
I think that was a very good thing. That was a good choice they made.
Mm.
Yeah. I just feel it's gonna be something that can motivate other people. Like Ocho is a very small town. It's like
It's a
a one
small town.
highway.
But I love
Ocho only has one potato. Like only one guy is in jail there. Like
Yeah. So
yeah, there's only one potato. They know if your house is broken into. Kom ons gaan nou weer. Kom ons gaan haal hom.
It's net Ocho has always been a town where, I mean, for years in the 90s, as you enter Ocho,
yeah.
on Binta Lodge here on your
Vinda
right.
Lodge, yeah.
Yako, I don't know if I don't think he's the owner there anymore.
Mm.
But in the 90s, I used to stay there a lot.
Mm.
So sometimes, if I do take the family up to Etosha, we would normally frequent Ocho. I would always stop in Ocho
Yeah.
because for many years I used to do business in Ocho. So it's a small town.
Yeah. But very nice.
Yeah, and ek het altyd every year I would be in Ocho at the time when Comrade Governor,
Yeah.
when he was the mayor at the time there, I would always host events there in Ocho.
Yeah.
So daar in die lokasie was ons altyd gewees. It's just now because of COVID things have changed so much. Yeah, but Kalux, once again, if there are any last words that you would like to share with us, with Namibians out there, I think everybody is very appreciative that you could come in today.
Yeah. Before I say any last word, I just want to say thank you for having me here. Informante live, we are live. Uncle Krem is live here.
Yeah, bro.
So guys, my last words are like, thank you to everybody that has been supporting and is still supporting. Not only any art that's supporting any art from Namibia, whether it's comedy, whether it's music, dance, or whatever it is. Thank you for supporting us and being there with us through some bad days and good days.
Yeah.
We really appreciate you guys because without you guys actually that life running, then we won't get that energy to do what we are doing. So I just want to say thank you very much, guys, for always supporting, and please laat ons nie vergeet nie, man, die groot man wat bo is.
Ja.
Is net die wat die goede maklik maak.
Ja,
Vir ons
ja.
almal. Sometimes you'll be like, ek het opgestaan en wat het iets het gebeur wat goed is. And then you forget to thank the person that made that happen for you. So we need to thank God in whatever we are doing. Please, let's pray. Die wêreld is bietjie veel. So laat ons vir ons mooi oppas. Toe ons nou die jong mense ken, ons wil dans. Ons wil dans Mitch. Ja. Maar ons maar kyk hoe dans ons so we can level stuff.
True, very much.
And
Any
can
last
you
words?
just, I just wanted to say, can you just give them your handles, your social media handles?
Oh yeah.
For them to follow you, please.
Guys, go check out my new video. I don't know if you played that one for them. Tang Ao. It's my new song that is out. It's a week and a half old now. It's going for 60K views on YouTube.
Wow.
Please go check it out, guys. If you go on YouTube, you just say Kalux Official. On Instagram, go check me out on Kalux the Superstar, as well as on TikTok, Kalux the Superstar, because that's where the challenge is going on now, and it's crazy. So please feel free to make your Tang Ao video, dance video, and then I'ma repost you.
Thank you, Galux, man.
Guys, before we end our stream, it's a Friday. I believe we have our Minister of Health who will be speaking at 3 o'clock this afternoon once again. I hope nothing changes in terms of regulations.
Yeah.
200 is nga.
It's by a shop.
As by nga, the fact that we don't basically have any curfews, dice work altyd, that's also another plus, I think, for us as artists. And the numbers look good in terms of coronavirus infections or non-infections. That is very, very
We're
good.
underneath 200, right?
Yeah.
We had 100 and something.
So, Mitch, what is your weekend looking like?
This weekend I have to really write for my show.
I
I haven't wrote anything yet,
Okay.
so I have to write for the show, and that's all I'm gonna be doing this whole weekend.
Yeah.
Been planning this for almost like 8 months
Yeah.
because I couldn't perform. So
Yeah.
this is gonna be my own. It's gonna be the only show that I did this year.
Okay.
Yeah.
But that's good enough.
Yeah.
Kalux, when are you heading back to OTT?
I'm heading back to OTT on Sunday, but then I'll go to Swakop on Monday.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, for
Okay.
a roadshow, activation roadshow with FNB.
I see.
And then I'll be in Otavi as well on the 27th. I'll be in Oranjemund, I'll be in Kalkrant, I'll be in Grootfontein.
Kalux has a busy week.
Die man is baie besig. But Kalux, thank you so much for coming in today. It is really, you know what, all we can say once again, you know what, as a bra.
Yeah.
Jay is hierso. And we just wish you your career all the best going forward.
Yeah, bro.
Ek gaan swak op toe.
Yeah.
Ek chip nou 12 uur chip ek uit kus toe.
Never
Ja.
vat my saam.
Nee.
Ons is vriende.
Ek
Oh.
chip uit. Ek sien julle maandag. To all our viewers out there, thank you so much for joining us. Let's hope the regulations stay the same.
Dis so.
Yeah, Othniel, don't mess it up for us today.
Och.
Sharp, sharp.
I met her on a Monday evening. She was standing outside of the parking lot, and I said, "Hey, ma, where you been? Been looking for a woman like you for all my life." And she said, "Hola, talk to me before I have to leave. And one day we could be maybe more than two lost souls just passing by." Knew I was falling when I looked inside your eyes. She said, "I know you are, but what am I?" Tell me, have you seen a sunset turn into a sunrise? Kiss right through the night, 'cause we should try that sometime. Hold you till the morning. But if I said I'm just reply, I know you are, but what am I? What am I? In the door to my apartment, we ain't get in. Kissing on my neck and throw my jacket to the side. I know your heart is beating quick, and if you put your head on my chest, you're the same in mine. And we'll be making love until the sun comes up. But one day, maybe I could put a ring on your finger.